Oh, okay. Come on. Hello, everyone. How's it going? I hope you guys are having a great night so far. And welcome back to my live stream playthrough of Master Detective Archive's Brain Code. This is now not part 10 or 11. Is it part 11 now? Not part 10. I think it's part 11 technically, but who cares? I'll double check it out. But if you guys don't know, I am Twisted Games. And like I said, I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Actually, it's part 12. How do I get that part so fucking wrong? It's part 12. Changed my it's part 12. But if I missed the last stream, or the last deal, I have to kind of specify what's been happening. So, beginning in chapter 4, which we're on right now, Makoto basically allowed us to go inside the secret lab to investigate. He wants to investigate Dr. Hiroleska. He thinks that he's been building something illegally. Meanwhile, when this is happening, peacekeepers are investigating the secret lab because a hitman sent a death letter, not just to them, but also using them, and also the detective agency would go later on. That's why with Vivio right here in Spectral World, because what ended up happening is power went out. All of a sudden, the hitman got inside the secure location Dr. Hiroleska's in, and Dr. Hiroleska's now dead. Immediately after, and after investigating the crime scene, the initial part, Chief Yako got stabbed by the hitman. So Chief Yako is based on life support at this point. So what we have to do is investigate, clear names, get Chief Yako out of here. So, that's a TLDR. You guys don't remember too, with the solution keys, Dr. Hiroleska wants to leave. He wants to leave. He can't hear anything. Only thing he can do is relive. He can't leave. He wants to leave. And if you look at the store of food, he was running out of food. So he looks like he was planning to leave, according to what the peacekeepers, guards, were saying. So, and the spectral, I believe it's called spectral something. What's it called? Spectral projection. Basically, we go to sleep and able to investigate when no one else can actually see us. So the twist, like I said, that's a little beginning tutorial game. Oh, this way first. Good thing I don't have to worry about the stupid ghosts again.
I have seniority over you when it comes to being a soul. You better listen to what I say.
Hey, shut up. Oh, where is? Oh, okay. I see it. There's right over here. Oh, are you two discussing?
So, what room is this? It seems to be locked.
I told you, it's just storage. They keep it locked up because there are some confidential documents inside. Among us researchers, we treat it as perpetually sealed off.
Well, unlock it right now. We need to see if the detectives are hiding inside.
The only key is held by the Peacekeeper's director.
Idiot.
What? Director Yomi has it? Aren't there any other keys?
No. The Peacekeeper's director personally manages this area, so he has the only key.
I see. Guess we don't need to look inside. This conversation never happened.
Right.
Okay, Peacekeeper Director Yomi holds the key to the storage room.
Only the director has the key to this room?
Why is that?
There's gotta be some kind of secret here.
It has to be.
Let's take a look inside.
Yes. You know what you need for me? I want to move on myself. By the way, Vivio wanted to kill me in the last episode too, so that was fun.
From the look of it, it seems like ordinary storage space.
The files lining the shelves appear to be mostly old research logs.
Everything else is just junk and experimental tools. Guess this has nothing to do with the incident.
Nothing here seems to pertain to homunculus research or Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Well, that sucks.
Huh? How do you know that?
There's a section with a missing file. He probably already disposed of anything he didn't want others to see.
Ah.
The secret we're looking for won't be here anymore.
That Yomi already destroyed it.
So,
What an
the
asshole.
evidence has already been destroyed. After we finally found the secret lab, too.
Looks like we have to investigate something in here.
I'll find out for you.
Yeah, shut up. There's nothing over there. Disorganized files.
Huh? There's a folder on the desk. The desk is covered in dust, but the folder isn't. Amaterasu lab map. Huh. I guess it's a map.
Well, I can't. Well, I can't open it.
But it's empty inside.
Really?
There's nothing else here. Seems like we weren't able to find anything of note. Sheesh. I was hoping this suspicious experimental lab would have a hidden passage or two.
For now, let's finish our investigation here and go to another room.
Such a pain. But I guess we have to.
A section of files on the shelf is missing. What we didn't want others to see has already been disposed of. Yeah, so like, basically, like I was saying, Mr. Vivian wanted to kill us because he didn't want to delve into the truth any further than it has to be.
Sorry about threatening you with the blade earlier.
See?
I was so scared. I thought you were going to kill me. You weren't serious, were you?
Oh no, he absolutely was.
Why wouldn't I be?
Huh?
To tell the truth, I wouldn't know if I'd actually slash your throat until I was about to do it. Although, there's a good chance Laura and the others would stop me.
So, you were serious?
Of course he was.
I don't want to kill anyone if possible. I don't like seeing blood. But yes, I was serious.
This guy is dangerous.
Yeah.
So he's really meant inside the, Okay. Go up
This
here.
is the central lab. There might be some clues here. Chief Yako was attacked in this hallway. Let's see if we can learn anything.
Bloodstain.
The gory bloodstains are still here. They're from Chief Yako. This is where he was attacked by the Hitman. Damn it all! If I'd only gotten here earlier, I could have changed his fate.
Yuma, did you see the Hitman's face?
No.
No, not clearly.
Then how do you know it was the Hitman?
Because Chief Yako said so himself.
The Hitman. Fink. The slaughter artist.
Yako testified that Hitman attacked him.
Also, the knife which was used to stab Chief Yako has an F inscribed in it.
Ah, the murder weapon always used by Fink, the slaughter artist.
You know about it?
I did some research after we got that note from the killer. I am still a detective, I suppose. He uses his knife to prove to his clients that he committed the murder. Setting that aside, don't you think these bloodstains are unnatural?
What?
You're right. There are some strange marks, like something brushed against it. Considering the chaos at the time, I don't think it's odd for a mark like this to be here.
Look closer. This mark appears to have been made with someone's bloody fingertip.
Oh, I see the mark.
Is it a dying message?
Could the chief have done it? Was he trying to tell us something?
No. It's more like he was trying to reach for something, rather than write out words.
What could he have been reaching for?
The coat.
Master, maybe it's that house plant over there.
Houseplant.
Maybe there's something about this plant. Oh, Vivia! Something's hidden behind the pot! A photo and a map?
Oh, Chief Yako. That's what Chief Yako got from that other room.
Isn't this the map of this lab?
Could it have been taken from that folder in storage? But why would it be here?
As for the photo, I have no idea.
There's blood over the one guy's face, which probably isn't Hitman, and some chicks there.
The photo shows a young man and a woman. The woman looks like she's wearing a lab coat. Is she a researcher here? The man is covered with blood. I can't see his face very well.
Is that Makoto?
You keep staring at that photo. Did you fall in love with the woman? You really fall for every girl, huh?
This is not what it's about,
I'm
Shingami.
just checking for clues.
This is a clue? You don't know the connection between the case and this photo?
I don't. But it has to be a clue. This bloodstain was made by Chief Yako as he tried to hide this behind the pod. He left this clue and made sure the culprit didn't find it.
By using the last of his dying strength?
He's not dead!
A forward point of the lab that was found hidden behind the house plant. A full young man and woman. Owner is supposed to be Makoto. So we're done with that. So let's go to solution keys. Think about it. We don't know what Makoto's face looks like because they always have a mask on. Okay. This looks like a forward plan for to go in the security room. Not security room, but the where Dr. Wesker was working at, and then the rest of the floor plan. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And let's go over here. We have to go
This is
in
the
here.
robot lab where we picked up Amapal. Let's look it over again.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, listen up. The reason Dr. Wesker died is because he deserved it. It's called karma.
Whoa.
He always insulted my research. Serves him right! Serves him right!
He's kicking it.
Oh, sorry. That must have hurt. This is also his fault. They still haven't come back with that Amapal I lent them. I'll take a bath with it once it comes back to me. Oh, but that means I need to start research on waterproofing it.
Okay,
I
weirdo.
think I've seen something I shouldn't have.
He certainly has a grudge against Dr. Wesker.
I guess it's easy to find out what people are really thinking when you're in ghost form.
My forte exposes anyone's inner life and encourages them to tell the truth. That being said, it's thanks to this ability that no one comes near me anymore, which is what makes you special, Yuma.
You think so?
You're way too naive, Master. It's pretty much a sickness at this point.
Yeah. So
I'm getting excited here!
let's see. There's some. What's this monitor?
There's a manual for Amapal. I already know most of the controls, but I should read this. Amapal can be controlled via a special tablet device. Watch the camera feed from Amapal's eyes while you use the key buttons to control it. You can also use the mic to communicate via voice. For safety, the ends of the arms are ball-shaped, but can still be used for actions such as pressing buttons. However, while extending or retracting an arm, the controls for the camera and body do not function. This is to prevent the arm's wires from being tangled when children handle it roughly. It has a load capacity of 100 kilograms and is durable enough to withstand most falls. The sales pitch does say, withstand play with your rowdiest kids and tough enough for an elephant to stand on.
It
It's
does.
exactly as the researcher told us.
Yeah, there isn't much other information.
Amapal is dirty and has many features.
Oh.
Nothing there I can click on. That's it. What's this lab?
This place.
They might be testing robots in here. How else would you check if they can handle high voltages and toxic gas? I don't think that's what they're testing for. That's
I'm
it.
starting to get attacked.
Let's get out of here. Okay. Looks like I gotta go through here to the central lab. Wow. Can't think what the guy's thinking. looks like I could go and I would go back down there. Let's check over here first. Two researchers,
Hey.
what was I gonna say?
Is it true that Dr. Wesker was killed? Yeah, just like that note said. But why send a death threat? It'd be a lot easier to take someone out if you don't announce it beforehand. It's a hitman we're talking about. Maybe it's his policy or something.
That's a good point. What was the purpose of sending that note? Plus, not only was it sent to the targets, the doctor, it was also sent to the peacekeepers and our detective agency.
Oh, right, Doctor did get it too.
Doing that would just increase security around here, making it even harder for the hitman to do his job.
According to my research about Fink, the slaughter artist, he's never sent a note like that in his previous cases. At the very least, it was not his MO.
Interesting.
So, this time is special?
Well, who knows?
According to Vivia's investigation, there has never been a case where the Pink the Slaughter artist issued a death threat.
Oh,
This seems to be like a private
No.
room. You know, there's been an incident, nobody seems to care. They probably care more about the research than people. Come on, let's look somewhere else. Aw, that'd be nice if there was something there.
I see.
It's over here.
Hey,
Looks like it's packed full of research
true.
data. Doesn't look like it's working. I wonder if that's due to the blackout. I don't think we need to spend any more time here. It's not like you can even touch anything anyways. Okay, what's up here? Hey! Oh, you can't go up there? Okay. Might as a peacekeeper?
there's another one, Master.
Can I... Let me go in this room here. No, shelf.
Yeah.
No cylinders are lined up. The pipes stretch out of the room. I don't think we'll find it inclusive. We try it elsewhere. Okay. I might have to go downstairs. Inspection machine. This inspection equipment looks like it's meant for use on humans.
Yeah, that's right.
Biomass is so exciting. I'm not excited at all. It doesn't look like it's been used recently. Probably unrelated to the case. Let's see what those two. It's a machine, but I have absolutely no idea what it's for. Looks like it's undergoing maintenance right now. A researcher is doing an
For
inspection.
now.
It's not being used today, so I'm thinking it's unrelated to the case. Can't do anything.
Master.
You're rushing, Master. You won't be able to solve the case.
Sure.
Don't carefully gather info. He says, I'm sorry. Okay. Really, this room now. So before... What's this? Large machine? It's a machine in space for something to be placed inside. I have no idea what it's used
Well?
for. If only you weren't in Ghost when you could touch and find out. Even if I have my bite, I won't touch this. I might break it. He's dropping
This
them.
reminds me. You went inside Dr. Wesker's lab before, right?
Right.
Yeah, just once. I was forced to help deliver some food to him. I think it was about 3 months ago.
And he's
Okay.
been shut in there since, right? I'd go insane.
But the doctor was famous for being antisocial. It was probably the perfect environment for him.
Still, this is a bit extreme for the sake of avoiding people.
Anyway, when I brought in the food, he made me check inside those boxes repeatedly to make sure no one was inside. Not that there was any space for someone to hide in. The guy was just paranoid like that.
Looks like I gotta go downstairs.
It says this is the electrical room. Maybe we can find the reason for the blackout here.
Let's check it out.
Okay. Got writing apology. Server equipment.
This is...
I wonder what this device is. It's way bigger than what we saw in the lab. It's probably a machine for recording research logs, right? There's no way I can find out right now. Let's look elsewhere. Electricity system?
There are a bunch of switchboards. Looks like the lab's power system. If this was shut down, there'd be a power outage in the lab.
All of the power to the lab seems to be managed here.
Okay, that's a typo. He said all power to the facility in text, but he said power to the lab.
Wait. I don't see a switchboard for Dr. Wesker's lab.
That reminds me. Dr. Weska said the critical lab was on an independent system.
He did say that.
This critical lab operates on a separate power system that obviously includes its security measure.
I see.
That was a rather indifferent response from Vivia.
Maybe he's bored with the investigation?
The critical lab security system operates on a separate power system than what is managed in the electrical room. Oh, here we go. These two gotta talk
It's
now.
really true. I saw someone suspicious right here.
Was it before or after the blackout?
Right after the blackout. I happened to be nearby when the lights went out. So I came here to turn the power back on. And I saw a dark silhouette pass right through the shadows.
That doesn't really tell me much.
Please believe me, it must have been the Hitman.
So someone suspicious was wandering around here right after the blackout.
That would make sense.
Does that mean it was caused by the Hitman? Why would he do that?
Right after the blackout, a researcher witnessed a dark silhouette pass through the shadows. Isn't that it? I feel like that's it.
Yep. Use the stairs so you don't get fat.
Okay. Where else am I supposed to research? Am I supposed to research something else?
I think that's about it.
I think I'm checking what I can here. Okay, I was gonna say, like...
I think I've checked everything I could.
I knew it. You didn't get any clues for the case.
It really didn't.
We have learned a lot here.
What?
But what did we learn?
That's all I can do to help.
What?
After all, I'm more interested in the story than the truth. I think we should return to our bodies soon. There's not much time left.
Oh, then I'll go back too.
This doesn't do anything for us, though. The investigation was useless. What we just did was actually completely useless. We don't know how the Hitman got in and out. We don't know. We don't have like a suspect. One of one options Makoto.
Hey, you're back. How'd the investigation go? Well, I managed to get a lot more information thanks to Vivia's help. Whatever, just tell us what you found. We don't have time. Sure.
Told Hiko, not Halara.
So nothing you found leads us directly to the culprit. Oh, damn.
Yeah, sorry.
If only we could get a glimpse of Dr. Weska's computer.
What could we learn from that?
The security logs. They should be saved on the doctor's computer.
That's
If
true.
we could check the logs, we could clearly see the security system status. With that, we may be able to figure out when and how the culprit entered the lab.
Can't you check the logs with that computer instead?
I can see that the log file exists, but you must log onto the doctor's computer to see what's inside.
You were in the doctor's lab. Why didn't you check his computer?
You cannot touch anything while using spectral projection. So obviously, we couldn't mess with the computer either.
Well, why didn't you possess a peacekeeper in the room and make him order the others to do it?
Don't be unrealistic, please. The ghost form isn't all powerful like that. It cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it be heard. In fact, you weren't able to hear the conversation between Yuma and me when we were using spectral projection.
Master, I think you should carefully remember that spectral projection trait.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I just have a feeling.
What? Ghost form trace is heard from Olivia. There are several limitations.
since it can't be done with spectral projection, someone has to go back there and look at the doctor's computer, right? That's basically jumping right into enemy territory!
Polar's gonna go.
This is bad. His heartbeat.
Oh
Are
shit.
you serious? Is the chief gonna be alright?
The chief's gonna
Don't
die.
just stand there.
Right.
Chief, please stay with us! It was only a matter of time to begin with, but it looks like that time has come.
No! What should I do? At this rate, it'll be over for everyone! Chief Yako, Halara, Fubuki, Tetsuhiko, and even Vivia. I refuse to let it end without saving anyone!
To be honest, even if you want to go to the mystery labyrinth, you don't have enough clues.
So you're saying we can't do anything until we check the doctor's computer?
Hey, Master. You've always been relying on others until now. Isn't it time for you to do this yourself? You may be a trainee, but you're still a detective. Try to save everyone on your own.
Right. Well, fortunately,
On my own?
peacekeepers are everywhere.
Nah, I guess you're not the type. Just teasing ya.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yuma, what's wrong?
I'm heading back to check the doctor's computer. We have to find the final clue.
Wow.
Wait! Are you heading in there as yourself? Do you know what you're doing, Yuma? It's all over if you go out there and get caught!
Thanks to our investigation while in ghost form, I have an idea where the peacekeepers are located. Now is our only chance before Yomi comes back with more peacekeepers.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you, Yuma.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Our hands are full just trying to treat the chief. We have no choice but to leave it to Yuma. The doctor's computer should have the security log and other important data hidden inside.
Right, I'll see to it.
I shall join you. That way, if you get caught, I can use my forte.
No, Fubuki. Please save your power for when everyone is in danger. I'll be fine.
Reversing time takes a lot of energy, right? It should be saved as a last resort.
Right.
All right.
I'll stay here as well.
Why? You should go!
There is nothing for me to do. Besides, even if we found the truth, it would not improve the situation here.
So you're just gonna give up? You gotta be kidding! Fine, I won't waste time asking you anything anymore. Just go to sleep or whatever. Yuma, you're our only hope. Show him you're no longer just a rookie.
Right, I'm heading off now.
Master, you're acting pretty cool.
I am a detective after all. Well, a trainee one.
Seems like my training is working. Oh, and Master? Regarding the clumsy girl's time rewinding power, you should probably keep that in mind too.
Huh? Why?
Oh, Chief Yako.
It probably has nothing to do with the case. Just a feeling. You know, just in case.
Sure.
Fubuki's forte can turn back time. It was used while controlling Emma Pal. Okay. Apparently she also used it to try to save Chief Yako.
Alright, let's move carefully so the peacekeepers don't spot us.
Master! They'll spot you if you go that way!
Okay. Do this. Go over here. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, I managed to foreign a drone card autonomously deliver you from. Okay.
I managed to get here without being seen, but there should be more peacekeepers up ahead. I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
if some
Wait.
toxic gas is still lingering around.
It shouldn't
Nah,
be.
just kidding.
Okay, let's make our way in. There's no one here.
I knew it. There are still some peacekeepers. But once I'm at the computer, I'll be in their blind spot.
How are you going to get past them?
I just need to reach the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible. Master, you gotta make sure you don't get clumsy.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the... All that's left is to check the computer.
Who's there?
Oh, okay. You idiot.
Jeez, I told you not to get clumsy.
You're that terrorist detective. How did you get here?
I'll catch you and report to Director Yomi.
Master, you'll have to take a chance in the mystery labyrinth.
No.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet. I have to do that before going to the mystery labyrinth.
Then what are you gonna do?
What do I do?
Just come quietly. Resistance is futile.
What's the matter?
What the fuck did Vivian just do?
Vivia!
Sheesh. What a pain.
Why did he drug him up in?
I want to die someday.
What is that? It's not like drug kills people?
Vivia, you came to help me?
I always like to keep this syringe in my pocket.
What's in the syringe, sir?
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me. You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
No matter. I will be a witness to the end.
Good.
Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
What the hell?
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. And now I can check the doctor's computer.
Okay.
Vivia
So he's gonna
really
find
helped
to kill
us
me or
out
not?
there. Let's wrap up this investigation now.
Let's do it.
It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
No one could enter this room, so he didn't need to set a password.
Right.
Time to check it out. Let's see. Security log, reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3.
Well, what are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log. So if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since. So
we were the ones that turned it off.
That means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago.
That's 3 months ago.
90 days?
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
First shows the security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time it was disabled before that was 90 days ago.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in!
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room. There should be a log of the Hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here. It's the perfect, impossible crime.
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus, the mystery deepens. Mysterious.
It's not over yet. There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it. His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person. One message is fairly recent, too.
Same person. From whoever to Doctor. Doctor, we have trouble. Someone has discovered our deal. You should go into hiding for a time being. From doctor to whoever, it appears it's time to call it quits. We've probably enough from this already. It's too dangerous to leak research and confidential information any longer. I shall fully withdraw from here. With this money, I will fund my new research. As rumors true, you tend to leave Kanai Ward? Doctor, don't tell me you're plotting to take the research and run. Oh, we already know this, but you have nowhere to go. I'm wondering if Makoto. What's the matter, Doctor? Are you ignoring me? I will not permit any betrayal. I've told you before, but you have nowhere to run. Prepare yourself. It's either Makoto or I think Peacekeeper Yomi.
This is
quite a suspicious exchange. I'm sure Doctor refers to Dr. Huesca, but who is the anonymous person?
The address is just random characters jumbled together. It'd be hard to figure out who the person is just from this.
The doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and confidential information.
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Well, this is just a rumor, but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind the scenes with Dr. Huesca. I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is true, they must be dealt with eventually.
So his suspicions were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years.
5 years?
But it seems like their relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward, and this anonymous tried to stop him.
Hired the hitman.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
Email records of Dr. Huesca Anonymous. There was regular communication between them until just recently.
Could Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
The doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the doctor. Makes sense.
The doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security. That also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
Either he was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade.
Probably a facade.
Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Even if that person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
True, that is the biggest puzzle here. How did the culprit get through such perfect security and murder the doctor? If we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Actually, Mr. Yomi supposed to walk in. Yep. What
are you doing here?
You again?
That was quite
what
obvious.
are you, anyway? Were you born just to get in my way? Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists. Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. A piece of trash. Trash must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink! What's your name?
Yuma Cocoa Head.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it. Of course, it'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey! Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master!
Oh god.
We're finally acting like partners!
This is not good.
And of course, it's all thanks to my patient training!
This actually really is not a good idea. We have no clues. Who could it be? You gotta push it down for someone. I know Vivian will not go in with us. See this Vivia right there? Which I guess if you're Vivia, like, what the fuck's going on? So,
This. I see. So this is your true power. Yuma. I knew you were dangerous.
what?
No matter what you say, it's already way too late.
I want to die someday.
Oh my god.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Yes, save our progress. Okay. I wonder how it's gonna go because we don't. This mystery lab has to be long. It definitely has to be longer than the last chapter. Last chapter was only like an hour, a little bit over an hour. This one has to be like 2 or 3 hours. It has to be. There's really no reason for this not to be that long. By the way, there has to be at least one more case because everyone will have to join in now. Oh, my guys, it's getting chained already. Where's Vivia?
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing? Oh, Vivia. This is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
Damn, this dude is on it.
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
Damn.
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time.
He could?
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things.
Oh, he's able to see her. Interesting.
My forte was gained through training that innate talent. Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it.
Oh, wow.
Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency and saw that death got clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO underground book vault held something called the Book of Death, and also that someone had taken it.
A.K.A. Yuma.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Like number 1.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits? My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator.
Damn,
to
this
die.
dude is on it, man. Don't underestimate his smartness.
If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
What? Hey!
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
That's true.
I see. So you're determined to do this.
Kind of have to.
Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself.
He's gonna lay down.
So, I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you. Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets. I don't have any of those. But there are still some things I've left unfinished.
Like what?
Especially after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
Right.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well, Master, let's do the usual.
Yeah, okay.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
She does 90% of this dancing part, you know, just goes along with her.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, her throwing up. Yep. She's gotta throw up.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution key.
Is that key something like a clue for the case? Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Yeah, this dude, it's really on it. You don't want to explain him shit.
More of a doubter? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you. So let's go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I thought you were going to ignore him.
Oh, let's walk in. Yeah, so we faced Dr. Yomi. Oh, not Dr. Yomi, Mr. Yomi.
Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Both, I guess both.
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overwritten. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability. I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
Yeah,
You would have been
weird.
better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
Oh, not really.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank goodness. What a relief.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
So, hey, we're about to enter through the next room, are we? No? There it is, right there. Oh, Mr. Yomi won't be here initially. There's no way. There's no reason. Oh, he thinks he's gonna point out that it's you the whole time. Here we go.
Ooh, there's that mystery!
Oh, it's time to cut his throat. Dude, you should know by now that's gonna happen. Nothing.
I wish they wouldn't spring out of nowhere like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Whoa, that's a first.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either. Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is the fact that Dr. Weska was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out. The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security. And yet, he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits. But we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab? That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the Hitman, right?
I wonder if this Hitman has some type of same powers for Buki.
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the Hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him. But there's no doubt the Hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
Peacekeepers are here?
Peacekeepers?
Kanai Ward's garbage.
Yeah, yummy.
What are you doing here?
Yomi Hell's Smile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the Mystery Labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the Labyrinth, right?
Right.
Yes.
You pieces of shit.
What the hell?
Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward!
Whoa. Damn.
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
He's just like a guy from Shin Megami Tensei game.
But we have no choice. For Chief Yako. For everyone.
You killed Dr. Weska, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
Okay. It's might be Yomi or Makoto. That's the only two people we countered this whole entire chapter, isn't it? Team Deathmatch, what we got? What's the first question we got? Security power supply, text card property, shoe print, and passive. Okay. I'm gonna go with this one.
You're the ones who killed Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
What?
And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active. It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
That's true.
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder. Which makes you the culprit.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it would have been pretty tough to get through the security system to enter the critical lab. So I died before we got inside, which means there hadn't been an intruder. I'm gonna take another look at the switch key to see if there are any evidence stands out. Okay.
You're the ones who killed Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
No.
Say.
entered critical lab, maybe if you left some trace behind. Try to add what?
You're the ones who killed Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
What? Okay, that's not it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the ones who
What the-
killed Dr. Wesker. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab. And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Stay active. Okay.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
Okay.
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
Oh, here. Okay. Well, I just always makes sense. Okay.
When the body was first discovered, Amapal was about to enter the doctor's lab, but something bumped into it and knocked it over. In fact, there was a mark on Amapal's head, like someone kicked it. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
You call that evidence? Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth?
Wow.
Don't make me laugh.
We got a bell now.
Shit! There was an intruder? That's impossible! And in fact, you proved that yourself!
That claim doesn't hold up!
Repel that shit.
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder!
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh!
What? Okay.
If there...
So, lab map. 4.1 lab is supposed to be a top secret file, but we found hidden behind a house plant. But it exists to prevent leakage from toxic gas chamber. Bar by extension make it easy to open and close. Panel chamber decontamination device. So, I have an idea how the culprit escaped through airlock decontamination area. Like, you couldn't see it, so we're in the, like, he was, like, waiting for, like, decam. Okay, let's do
Was
that.
another intruder. Then where did they go?
Okay.
By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past it. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it?
No, okay. Shorty and Shelter Skink were there too, so no one could think about being seen, but look at the solution key. There was space in the room.
That's
hidden.
right.
Yeah, what?
If there was another intruder,
Come
then
on.
where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right?
Okay.
There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past it. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it? That's obviously impossible! Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime!
No? Okay. So...
true.
Yo, did I just do that? Yeah, it has to. It has to be this.
If there was another intruder...
Then where did they go?
He was about to fall asleep.
By the time you...
Arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical lab.
Okay.
There's no way they got past you. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it?
That's obviously impossible! Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime.
What?
Right.
Should we just say on our way to the lab after some of the security?
What does that mean?
How could the corporate have hid it from us? For a non-electric solution key, you might find a useful clue.
If
I literally did this. That's the only point. Airlock decontamination device. That's literally the only way.
there was another intruder... And where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past you. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it? That's obviously impossible! Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime!
None of those make sense.
What does that mean?
If there was another...
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it cannot open or close in a panel chamber. You can open that. You can hide in there.
Intruder.
Okay, I don't like this one. Like, this case makes no sense what they're supposed to do.
By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right?
Oh. The game makes no sense what you're supposed to do.
Say,
That's true.
You know,
If
I
there
have
was
this
another
space,
intruder,
and the game goes, the game already told me it wasn't
then
it.
where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical room.
Flash through this mystery.
Oh my god, is that one the whole time? Okay.
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vent cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside. If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
Okay, good.
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet.
he sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Oh, time to cut it. Throw it again. Was there an intruder? Of course.
Come on, why does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth!
Okay, answer's easy. Answer's yes. If the answer is no, then we lose.
We're just now getting to the point. What a pain.
Hey, don't sigh. This is a good thing.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
Let's
It was
go.
an intruder for sure. We know someone bumped into Amapal.
The culprit probably hit Amapel on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. They couldn't because we were in the front chamber. So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene, you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master.
It's not an excuse, but it is true. If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them. And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Right.
That door. So what does this door have to say?
Really? Another fork in the path.
3 doors, 1 question. How did the culprit enter the lab?
Seems like we're finally at the central question.
He activated security by cutting power. Never entered in the first place. Invited in by the doctor? No, that's not right. No, what? The middle and the right one can't be right.
This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
No. The security one, none of these are right.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
Yeah, it's just special. None of these make sense. The answer is never enter in the first place. I mean, that's just dumb. Invited by a doctor, why would a doctor invite someone who he doesn't trust? And activate security, like he invited a doctor. Inviting a doctor doesn't make any sense. None of these make sense. I'm going this one on the very left, but none of them make sense.
Right here!
The culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab.
Wow.
That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
It is. What's this?
Huh? A trap?
Guess you were wrong, Yuma. Well, I already knew that before you entered.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? Should have said so earlier.
Oh my god.
People only grow by learning from past mistakes. Which is why I purposely...
Master, we have to get out of here!
How do we get out?
Use logic to show how this route is the wrong one!
All right, I'll try.
Oh, what the hell? Why is the active security by cutting power is not correct? Did that one.
It's no use.
No?
I won't make it in time.
Really? It could have been that too. I mean, both those two are essentially the correct answer. So secure power supply.
The doctor said the critical lab was on a separate grid, and the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room. The security wouldn't shut off, even if there was a blackout in the building.
So I'm just take a wild guess and say all 3 doors are wrong, and therefore there has to be a 4th option
Well,
somewhere.
I may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
I know. I'll do better next time.
Okay. This door again. Oh, what the problem is with this case is there's not much information to go off of. Part of the information is based on Yaku's. Okay. Well, that can't be right, so I'm gonna go right one. I think it doesn't matter which one you pick. I think either way, the gate doesn't say that it's wrong. Each of these 3 answers are wrong. If the first one's not right, not to say.
The doctor invited the culprit in? But why?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside. If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he easily would have been able to enter.
Oh, that's not right.
So you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
No. Let's wait for it again.
Huh? This route is wrong too? Again?
No need to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't find a way to move forward.
Sheesh. Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Oh my god.
Influence you?
So what's the 2 answers? Why isn't the right answer? A security log. Here we go.
The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in.
You have to go back again, do the same thing over again.
No excuses, Master. Do it again.
You're tired, Yuma. Why don't you lie down for a bit?
Can't do it.
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
Okay. I swear the next door better be it. There you go. Okay, so that means we got one more room to go through and to prove why it's not it. And then be a forfeit somewhere where it's the right answer. Look at something. Is there? Is there anything like on these sides I'm supposed to look for? I'm not doing that yet. I just want to make sure there's nothing like on the sides, but no, I haven't left in yet. So go ahead and press yes.
Right here.
And to be stupid. This actually, like, this is actually, wait, at least give me a better response than this, you know?
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
What the hell?
So
The
you're
video
saying
is-
that the doctor committed suicide?
That's stupid.
If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
Yeah, he said himself.
Did it? There would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
Yeah, you know what that means? He was able to stab himself perfectly 3 times in his
What?
back.
This was the last route.
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels. Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
No.
Really, Master? Of course not. Focus. We need to get out of here.
So why isn't that the right route? Yeah, because he simultaneously stabbed himself 3 times, striking his back.
That's right. The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself. But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way it was a suicide.
Yep, so... That was just dumb.
What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I wonder what it means.
How is it? Come on, dude. There's no way it needs to be this long. Okay. It's probably because it's trying to go to the next area. Which is the same area.
Hey! There's another door!
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared!
Interesting. The Mystery Labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route!
Oh, cursor again. Entered and killed via spectral projection.
Spectral projection to enter and kill him?
What? No, that can't be right.
Then, the culprit is...
That'll make it Vivia.
I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before.
No, they can't be right. Because basically what you can and can't do, you cannot touch anything while using spectral projection. You cannot take over someone else's body, nor it can be hurt. Yeah, you outright cannot touch anything. You outright cannot touch a single thing.
How dare you trick me! There is no escape! Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged! Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and boom kill this dude!
Hold on!
That's not a right answer either. So what now? Okay. So he's gonna tell us wrong room.
Huh? Another trap?
That's why I said to wait! There's no way Vivi is the culprit!
Then, prove it and beat this thing! I won't be convinced until you do!
Oh my god. Post trip forms.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything. Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Oh, so it was just Halara the whole time, so...
Anyway, let's go back.
Oh yeah, so we don't have to walk. Please, don't make me walk again.
If he's
Oh
not
my
the culprit,
god.
then we're back to square one.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed.
Not yet. Dude, this is actually insane how long this is. At least put more dialogue here and do this, right?
Nothing's changed.
There aren't any new doors. What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
Oh, hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely.
Oh, wow.
But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
We did.
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Nothing? Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Huh?
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it?
You definitely couldn't handle chapter 2's truth, that's
No
for sure.
matter how cruel the truth may be.
Can I handle it?
Couldn't handle chapter
I'm
2.
still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet. Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice.
I think poor Shinigami are against her.
When that happens, you have to prove your conviction and expose the truth. Like you said.
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
As an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something. This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path? That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to, then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
That's why I think it's either Makoto or Yomi. Has to be one or the other. Otherwise, it actually legitimately makes no sense outside of those two. Okay, so what we got here? Okay. So what's this? What? Check game puzzle? Took like 2, so we got 2
Are you ready to play the
who's capable of overcoming the security system? Is this? Amaterasu. Where's the tur part?
Twirling, twirling, twirling. Twirling, twirling, twirling.
Okay, where the fuck's my tea?
Tick tock, tick tock.
Oh, Hama? Wait.
Go, go, go.
Hama pal.
That's right.
Pal, who's capable of overcoming the system? Okay. there it is. Create your own path.
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
It's always sad.
I've never been happy or sad in my entire life.
Yeah?
I want to die someday.
This guy's hopeless!
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Okay, let's do this. Let's see what the game has to say on this one then.
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapal.
True, and that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But it's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
Okay, that's weird designs. So what's this next room we gotta go into? Is this the reason? Might be the death match again. No.
It's sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way.
Oh, it's him.
Huh? Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the? Wait. Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
What the hell?
The mystery materialized. It must be related to what the doctor just said.
Oh, cuz again. Who are you? Was directed at who?
So the question is, who did the doctor say, who are you, to?
Why is there a couch there?
Well, I'll leave it to you.
I don't get how you can keep reading at a time like this.
Can't be to no one. I'm going to Amapal.
At this point in time, you still hadn't borrowed Amapal, yes? And Amapal itself has an alibi.
Oh,
However
really?
weird it may be to talk about a robot having an alibi. And normally, I don't believe anyone would shout out, "Who are you?" to a robot.
Right.
Culprit.
I can certainly understand why you'd want to choose that. But wasn't security active at that point? I considered all the various possibilities, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past the security.
Answer is
If
no
I'm
one?
right, then there is no basis to infer that someone had entered the doctor's lab at this point, which means you can't say the doctor was directing those words to the culprit.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What? Okay, that makes no sense. No one? What? No one? I don't understand this
Didn't
answer.
activate. Does that mean we found the right answer?
How?
Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
The security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right? And that was before I borrowed Amapal. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
Why would he say that if no one was there?
I think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
What was a doctor's motive?
What? That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
Well, remember, he wanted to leave. That was his motivation.
But it looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind. It could be an important factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, Being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
Okay, got to go through this way.
So, Master, do you have an idea about what the geezer was thinking?
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?" I think the doctor was putting on an act.
An act? Really?
The doctor put on an act for a reason, but I have no idea why. We have to figure that out by going down this doctor's motive route.
So, was that a fake body? Oh, recent deathmatch. Here we go.
He's here too?
You rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way? Good luck with that, morons! He had no motive at all!
Yes, he did.
Well, he said there's nothing here. Let's head back.
Baby, don't listen to him.
We can't do that! If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
Fine.
I'm only here because you maggots piss me off.
Oh, maggots sound nice.
So, I'm gonna end you here and now!
Okay. Doctor notes. Full young man and woman. I'm gonna go definitely Dr. Emo records.
This was all part of the doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all. That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood.
I don't know about that one.
You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work. The research was going well.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't...
This was all
right.
part of the doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all. That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood. You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work. The research was going well.
Okay.
The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu.
There we go. Get out of here, buddy. I just wait one more turn.
No! The doctor was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape Kanai Ward. He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little...
And he runs away. That's one question, okay.
Yomi's rebuttal? What was that? What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Right. The doctor was going to betray Amaterasu. And whoever he was emailing knew that. So the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps the doctor's act had something to do with that.
Yeah. Oh no, one of these cart mini games. Let's go. Oh no, it's not.
It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
Oh, here we go. How did the doctor plan to escape Kanai
Which
Ward?
means this is a complex problem. We have to choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
This is way more hassle than before. Guess I'll leave it to you, Yuma.
As always.
So what we got here? Not ter- I was like swapping places. The ball. Why doesn't it make sense? Because he didn't lose any power. Doctor notes. Oh no. Yes. Okay, I unlocked it.
Oh, the door actually opened. I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
Are you sure you aren't a phantom?
There's a reason why he was doing sulfuric acid. Wow, this is actually an anti-tech. Reflection of Amaterasu Corporation. Walk-in area.
So the doctor tried to swap places with someone else to escape from Amaterasu. The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid. He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
At the very least, it'd buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward. Or so he thought.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid? Yay! So cool and grotesque! So who was the substitute supposed to be?
Alright, them going in.
Maybe the Hitman.
No.
The doctor was under surveillance by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When he learned a Hitman was after him, he figured his chance had arrived. The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the Hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the Hitman to arrive.
The Hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate Hitman was captured by Peacekeeper.
But the Hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
And that was the act he put on by asking, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
He was trying to lure Master?
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, since the Hitman never showed up. So if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system, and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out?
Oh, yeah, we're in an elevator.
Well, he couldn't have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence. He needed visitors. People from outside to pull it off.
Right. Well, let's go in here.
So if I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab...
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now.
Okay.
Aw, so close!
You want that?
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom killed by the Hitman.
Right.
I get what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom, we at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange.
Yes.
So the problem is, when did they actually enter?
Blinding light. Oh, what? What the hell?
Where are we?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
Huh? Shinigami?
Yeah! Master, this looks like an important turning point! So, is that your final answer?
I haven't said anything yet!
What's this? Culprit entered the lab before Amapal.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside.
He had to.
Now then, here's our fateful fork in the road. It's life or death. We're at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last. Now, Master, which one will you choose?
Yes or no? No, what? I'm gonna go with no. No is my answer. I don't know why. No? Okay, answer is yes.
When I directed Amapal to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him. Which means he was murdered before Amapal entered the doctor's lab!
I thought maybe there's a quick twist that he kicked him and they killed the doctor and they will get out in time.
Your answer? Is correct! Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's keep going.
Double down what? There's nothing to really double down on. I thought maybe they can outside the box, but that's too easy of an answer to the question, you know?
Little by little, we're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapal entered his lab. During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
So the most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapal, Master.
Okay, time out. Take a look at the solution case for a moment. On Amapal's head. So Amapal entered, then the hitman jumped on his head, went for a knife stab, and then jumped out of it before we would get up Amapal up, or maybe he brought it back. The hitman brought it back out, brought it up, because there's how was he able to get back up? Oh, that's...
The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But Fubuki waited at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapal. She said no one entered or left the lab.
Another one of these? Oh, we're back at the where we're at. Hey, no loading screen this time. So nothing crossed out.
Huh? We're back on the original path.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I use the restroom real quick.
Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
And I'm back.
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
Where was the culprit for the crime? Okay.
This is a map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in, this route will be clear too.
Well, obviously the decam.
Do you know where, Yuma?
It's decam. There's no reason for it not to be decam at this point.
Here. The culprit must have been here.
Oh, nice.
Yay! It opened!
After the exchange on the intercom, given there was always a detective at the front chamber, when we went to borrow Amapal, the culprit had to have already made their way inside.
I agree.
But the airlock is the only location that isn't affected by the security system. There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
Let's go. Actually, before we do anything, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's see what's going to say.
He was just hiding in there to avoid being spotted after the crime. So you think the culprit was in there before the crime too?
He had to have.
Yeah, the culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapel into the airlock.
And from there, Yuma, you guided Amapal to the doctor's lab. So the culprit entered the doctor's lab before then? How would that be possible? Only Amapal could get past security, right?
Yeah, that's the next big question.
Maybe the culprit used another Amapal unit.
No.
No. The researcher mentioned there was only one functioning Amapal.
Which means the Amapal Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
So the culprit must have taken advantage of Master's Amapal to get into the doctor's lab.
Yeah, that's the only way. But how did they use it? There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
Well,
okay.
I have an idea. Will you hear me out?
What is it?
How about giving up?
No.
I'm getting tired.
Absolutely not.
Nope, motion denied.
What now?
Another fork in the road? Such a complicated mystery labyrinth.
It is complicated case. Here we go again. How did the culprit use Amapal?
Beyond each problem lies the truth. We're definitely getting closer to the heart of this mystery.
I say it has a shield. You can't use it as a weapon. Use it as a shield. That's the only solution I can think of.
Huh? What do you mean use Amapal as a shield?
Amapal is supposed to be sturdy enough to withstand an elephant stepping on it, right? The culprit may have used Amapal as a shield against the security system.
So, the culprit followed behind Amapal to avoid the toxic gas and explosions?
I get it! You're so smart, Master!
Really? I don't think so.
Hey! Master just showed off how smart and logical he is.
Oh my god.
Master wasn't smart after all! Come on, take it from the top!
So we got here. The toxic gas can be bypassed with Amapal.
It's gonna crush us!
Oh no? Okay. Yeah. I tried. Is this wide? No.
Yeah! Even if Amapal itself is fine, it wouldn't be able to protect the culprit from the toxic gas.
Okay. High voltage shocks can give ahead to Amapal. No.
Even though Amapal is sturdy, it couldn't withstand the high voltage shock from the panel chamber.
Because we had to go back in time with Fubuki. So...
Which means it'd be impossible to use Amapal to protect yourself.
You're only realizing this now. At this rate, you'll be a grandpa before you stop being a rookie.
Perhaps you will improve in the next life.
I'm trying my best in this life!
I'm gonna do neither then. Yeah, let's go yes. Oh, this is one of those things where none of these are the correct answers. We're creating our own path now.
Do you think neither is really the right answer?
Given the process of elimination, that must be it. Amapal's hands aren't designed to hold anything, so it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor. Which means Amapal wasn't the murder weapon, and the culprit couldn't have used it as a shield. It can't neutralize the toxic gas, and the high voltage shock will destroy it.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapal?
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
Oh, wow.
Wrong answer? Come on, Master!
Really? That was the only logical answer there was. Back here.
Huh? We're...
We've been here before. It looks like we've been brought back.
But the door we opened earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh, here we go again. Where was the culprit before the crime?
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
Well, the logic is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
So you want to choose the same answer and keep going?
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again. We'll just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapal. And I refuse to walk any more than I have to.
Hey, don't sit down!
What should I do?
Stand up! Stand up right now!
Stop it. Leave me alone.
If you want me to leave you alone, then help my useless master out!
Fine. Just one thing then. We're back at... Where was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at... How did the culprit use Amapal? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapal was used?
Help him out more! More!
The culprit was hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right? At that moment, only the culprit and Amapal were there. So maybe the culprit did something.
The culprit did something to Amapel?
Clues are always there, right under your nose. It's a detective's job to notice them. Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail? Try to remember.
Something strange. Hey! Now that you mention it, back then...
Oh, hey, the screen lit up. So this is what Amapel sees. It's like the cockpit of a mecha.
Whoa, what was that?
Wow.
Did it break already? I thought it was state of the art.
No, it's alright. It's stabilized.
Oh.
There was a moment when the camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapel. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose. You don't need any additional help from me, right?
That was a clue to help solve this mystery?
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them. Perhaps there is more you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual?
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Anything else? It's not like Amapel's camera showed the culprit.
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange? The culprit must have gotten ahead of Amapel, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera? If the culprit went past Amapel to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
Now that you mention it...
But nobody showed up on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off? How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapel's camera?
You mess up Amapel's feet?
Hey, aren't you just adding another mystery?
No. All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma, the mysteries you face now can be solved with a single answer.
A single answer?
What was answer would be? Something with the lab map? We haven't used this once. I don't know. What's it? We're going to keep on.
Sheesh. I talk too much.
Whoa. 4 more.
One mystery after another!
3 more mysteries came up. Source culprit before the crane. What caused Amapel's malfunction in the airlock? Why didn't culprit appear on camera? Well, how did a culprit use Amapel?
What do you do now? It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Let's stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
Oh.
Or not. I'll keep reading while you wrap things up.
My God.
Remember what he said, Master. All it takes is one answer to solve these mysteries. Use those weak brain cells of yours and think!
We're gonna do that, Shingami puzzle thing, aren't we?
Amapel's usage. Its malfunction. Why didn't the culprit appear on camera? All this can be solved with just one answer?
Might be the Forte. Transportation. That's what I said.
I got it! The culprit rode on Amapel's head, using it as a method of transportation.
Exactly. He had to be on his head.
The door opened!
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Absolutely! I will find the truth no matter what. This is for the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Let's do this.
Hey, you said the culprit rode on top of Amapal. What did you mean by that?
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapal and used it to get through.
There's only a way.
After we left Amapal in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device.
Okay.
Then they jumped on Amapal's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
That's insane.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable.
That's why there's a footprint.
Amapal can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So someone riding on it shouldn't affect its functionality.
The
Okay,
shoe print
first
on
is
Amapal's
Royal
head
Light.
wasn't caused by someone kicking it. It was left there from the culprit hopping on and off.
After that, the culprit simply rode on it as it moved toward the doctor's lab. By doing so, the culprit was able to evade the camera and remain hidden as they made their way through the lab.
You're right. If it's true, then it does solve all of the previous mysteries. Imagining the culprit riding on a robot makes me laugh.
But Yuma, have you not realized it? You're still missing something. One major mystery remains.
What's with that huge sigh?
The greatest mystery of this case should appear soon. Just the thought of it gets me feeling down.
This case's
Okay.
greatest mystery?
How do you escape? Oh, nope, we go back down. Here we go again.
This is the panel chamber.
That means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah?
Oh, okay, I get it. It's a... When did culprit get off Amapal? Just before the
Is this
thing.
the greatest mystery you mentioned?
Not exactly what I was envisioning.
No?
Well, this is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
Beats me.
It would have been possible for them to get into the room ahead of us. The door. I mean, you can do... Well, opening a door... No. Well, opening a door... You can't move his head.
The culprit murdered the doctor before Amapal entered the room, which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of Amapal at some point. It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Right. The moment there was enough space for a person to slip through, the culprit hopped off and went inside.
Like this?
And now this is where... Oh, here we go. Recent deathmatch. Let's do this.
We still haven't reached the goal. I thought we could get into the doc's lab now.
Is this a joke to you? Your deduction is full of holes. If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
Master, you know what to do.
Of course.
Let's do this.
I'll take your garbage deduction and toss it in the trash. I am the saint of Kanai Ward, protecting it from filth like you!
Okay, so what's this thing? Maybe more Forte goes form trace out about the signs. Alright, several limitation. How sturdy it has many features. Might be that one. Well, we could
Culprit
keep that one
hopped
now.
on Amapal as the door opened. Then slip through the gap in the door. That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist. Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit, the camera would have caught it. No one would do something so risky. The crime would have been exposed. The culprit must be really lucky. What? Did they use some sort of special power?
Oh, god damn it. Most of the protection ghosts wouldn't show up on camera, but it also wouldn't have been able to kill the doctor. Here, any other special ability can prevent you from being caught on camera either. Look, you can repeat that statement then. Forget about the culprit and now focus on Amapal. First of all, Amapal has that time to disable the security system. Oh wait, Amapal's like the restricted, weren't they? You might be good to check them for way out. Oh, okay.
Culprit hopped off Amapal as the door opened, then slipped through the gap in the door. That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist.
No, okay, never mind. I thought maybe that would be it, but that's not it.
Yeah.
Okay, keep on continuing.
The culprit hopped off Amapal as the door opened, then slipped through the gap in the door. That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist. Think about it.
Okay.
If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit, the camera would have caught it. No one would do something so risky.
Okay, it has to be that one I skipped earlier.
The crime would have been exposed. The culprit must be really lucky. What? Did they use some sort of special power?
Those are the last one, okay.
Right.
No.
For now.
So they had to know what
The culprit hopped off Amapal as the door opened, then slipped through the gap in the door. That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist. Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit,
Let's flash through this mystery.
You can't turn.
Amapal is designed so that when its hand is stretched out, it won't execute any other inputs. That's why when it was pressing the button for the door, the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
You little maggots. Don't get so full of yourselves. You're not getting out of here alive.
So Amapal couldn't move while the door was opening.
Right.
That's when the culprit took their chance.
Since the door opens outward, it's possible to take advantage of the blind spot it creates. That's how the culprit managed to stay outside the camera's view as they entered the doctor's room.
So it's an elaborate murder that took advantage of Amapal's design, and even the direction the door opens. Whoever planned this must have really wanted the doctor dead.
I did work at Amaterasu Corporation.
I guess you can call it an obsession. How scary. Just like this passageway. Where will it take us? Perhaps a suite with the culprit's obsession in full display? A room of nightmares?
Knock it off with the weird soliloquies. Let's go.
You're really going?
Huh?
Yes, why? What the hell?
Hey, Yuma. When the culprit entered the doctor's room while the door was open...
Huh? Yeah?
At the time, the doctor was in the room, right?
Had to be.
If the door opened and an intruder entered, how could the doctor not have noticed?
So what if he did notice? It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is. If he had noticed an intruder, the doctor would have turned to face him, which means he wouldn't have been stabbed in the back.
So what Vivia's saying is, it has to be someone that the doctor knows.
That piece of trash is right. Your logic is flawed.
Hey, what are you, on the Phantom side now?
Listen to my incredible words of wisdom. Your crappy deduction is worth less than shit! Everything you do is a fucking mistake!
Okay. Everything deathmatch again so quickly. If he's turning around and gets stabbed, it means that he knew who the person came in was.
Damn it! Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind.
That clang doesn't
We're
hold
told
up.
that.
No, the culprit did stab the doctor in the back. That's how the body was discovered.
That's why I'm saying your deduction is inconsistent. By your logic, the doctor couldn't have been murdered in that way!
No. Okay. Might be that. These don't make no sense. It's Lauren you has to. I'm going with you.
Culprit quickly entered the lab. But the doctor was in the room at the time, right?
Yes.
There's no way he missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit. And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
Say,
That's right.
The culprit quickly entered the lab.
What?
But the doctor was in the room at the time, right? There's no way he missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit. And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back. Unless you think the doctor was asleep. Is there any trace of him being drugged? Even if he didn't look back from his desk, he would have heard someone coming!
This is the truth.
You can't hear things.
Wait, the doctor had trouble hearing. That's why he didn't notice the intruder.
Now you're spouting nonsense. Say whatever you want, it won't save you. There's a gaping hole in your logic. And there's no way you're gonna fill it at this rate. Because you, more than anyone else, you're the one refusing to see the truth right before your eyes.
What the hell?
What? I refuse to see the truth? Vivius said the same thing. But...
It's strange, don't you think? Isn't it about time you noticed that something's off here?
Huh?
You've solved many mysteries up to now, yet none of them are directly connected to the culprit's identity.
that's because the culprit is the Hitman.
If that's the case, why haven't you reaped the Hitman's soul? And that would end the Labyrinth.
Well, we don't know who the Hitman is.
It's not that easy. The culprit will fight back, unless we solve all the mysteries first. Hang on. What are you getting at?
In my eyes, the reason a single mystery hasn't been directly connected to the culprit
There is one?
is because of Yuma's reluctance. It's pushing away the mysteries that lead to the culprit.
Wait, is he insinuating that Yako is the culprit?
Huh?
Subconsciously, you're closing your eyes to the truth.
No. He's saying Chief Yako's a murderer.
That's why you haven't touched on the hole in your reasoning.
What hole?
Whatever, that's enough. Just ignore this guy and keep going.
Hey!
I think he's saying Chief Yako did it. Or Makoto.
Yuma.
Jeez, go away!
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The huge hole in this investigation.
What are you...
Just ignore him!
Let's review your deduction, shall we? The culprit took advantage of Amapau's locked position and entered the lab. And before the robot entered the room, that person stabbed the doctor from behind. However, they bumped into Amapau while escaping, causing it to fall over. That was obviously a mistake, but since it wasn't captured on video, they were able to avoid detection.
Okay.
After that, the culprit went inside the decontamination device in the airlock to hide from you.
That's correct. So what's the hole in my deduction?
It's before all of that. It remains the case's greatest mystery.
Which is?
How did the culprit get past security?
What?
We already told you that. The culprit rode on top of Amapau as Master controlled it and was taken all the way to the doctor's lab.
But if someone was riding on it, how did they get past the high voltage shocks in the panel chamber?
Oh.
Him again?
This is the end for you! You have nowhere left to go!
Oh, come on! Why now?
I won't let you maggots ruin the peace of Kanai Ward! As the king of Amaterasu Corporation and the guardian of Kanai Ward, I will stop you here and now!
Perhaps this, too, is an obsession. Why does he insist on covering up the truth? Tell me, what will you do, Yuma? Are you going to stay willfully blind?
No, I'll fight. Whether it's subconscious or not, I won't look away from the truth. I'll find the truth no matter what. This is for the Chief and everyone at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Good luck! You'll never find it. You'll scurry around this labyrinth forever, like blind mice. You'll rot away in it, looking for an answer that will never come!
I think they're playing Chief Yako. You didn't hear Makoto. One or the other. I don't know why he's one or the other. Okay. We haven't used her thing once yet, so let's do
Keep
that.
playing with your shit deductions. You still haven't solved the greatest mystery. How did the culprit get past the security? The critical lab security system was always live.
That's true.
There was no way to reach the doctor. The panel chamber shocks would have fried the culprit. That security system? No living human can breach it.
Look at this forte. Has to be it. It has to be it. So I don't know when a good stopping point is with this talking.
A human could get past the panel chamber by using Fubuki's forte. In fact, that's how we got past the panels. The high voltage shocks kept destroying Amapel. But we reversed time every time that happened.
Correct. So whenever it was struck by the current, you went back in time. But while that was occurring, the culprit, a human, was riding on top of Amapel. That person was burnt to a crisp every time you failed.
But...
Which means you killed the culprit over and over again.
Vivia...
If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence. But if you intend to seek the truth, then I must stand in your way.
What?
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
He's going to betray you, Master.
Betray me?
It's up to you, Yuma. This is your final chance to save the world you believe in. What are you going to do? It's time to decide your past and your future.
Why, Vivia?
No way. What the hell? Oh my god. I've never seen this one coming before. Holy crap. You need deathmatch against Vivia. What? Look. Let's see some ghost form traits. Perfect gas properties, stab wounds in the back. We haven't used this one yet. We just I'm going with that.
We ask you. How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber? It's impossible to avoid the gas. The culprit would
Oh
surely
my god,
die.
hit that? Okay.
You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for.
For like 30 minutes though.
You die before reaching Wesker. No one can get past the gas chamber.
No.
Right.
Sure doesn't way possibly get run the gas. The corpse definitely made it through the toxic gas chamber. Is there actually a way to avoid the gas? What could it be? Alright, let's check the info on the toxic gas. It may be something we're forgetting.
Let me ask.
Okay. Takes about 30 minutes after exposure. Let's do this. Okay.
How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber? It's impossible to avoid the gas.
No, that's true. So I'm not gonna repeat
Culprit
that.
will surely die.
No, okay. Thought maybe that could have been something. Okay.
Let me ask. How did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber? It's impossible to avoid the gas. The culprit will surely die. You should already know this, right?
I do.
The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask.
That's true.
No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for. You die before reaching
watching Wesker.
Oh, right here.
This is the truth.
That's not right. Yes, get out of here, Vivia. Which means it's Chief Yako then.
If you pass through the toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you. Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas. And no fortes that can nullify it. There's only one way you could get through it. You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapal taking you to the next room.
Then the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
It's the only explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. I can't believe it.
It has to be Chief Yako.
But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas,
Then they...
the culprit is...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth. Well, how does it feel to have your world shatter before your eyes? Isn't this what you wanted?
What's he talking about?
Yomi's mystery phantom and Fifia are both right. Subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
Huh?
Up until now, the Mystery Labyrinth was withholding the mysteries that led to the culprit. And that's because it's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is? It's the Hitman, right?
No.
The truth is worthless.
What the hell?
Nothing has less value in this isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even you! Now, rot away and die right here! No one will get in my way. Kanai Lord, Amaterasu, they both belong to me!
What the hell? What is this? I just want to get a good point to save. Can I, like, save? What the hell? This ain't deathmatch.
If the culprit carried out the crime like you deduced, then they should be dead from the toxic gas. But no one at the scene has died from poisoning. If you can understand that much, then what are you still doing here?
What?
You're right that no one in that lab died from that toxic gas. But that was part of the culprit's plan from the beginning. They planned to distort the facts of their death.
Yuma, are you sure you want to face the truth?
It's Chief Yako. There's no way.
Your world will fall apart. The world that you believed in.
Your deduction is wrong. Don't disturb the peace. It's not even worth debating. Is this the best you can do to refute it?
Oh.
Just give up and die!
There you go,
I'll
Hitman.
expose the truth! The culprit misrepresented their death by using the Hitman. The culprit realized their plan would be exposed if someone in the lab died from toxic gas. So they used the Hitman to cover up their own death.
Used the Hitman?
Meaning, the Hitman wasn't hired to assassinate the doctor. They were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Huh? The Hitman's target was the culprit? Not the doctor? But the doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Doesn't that belong to the Hitman?
All you would need is a similar knife. The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using a knife inscribed with the letter F is well known.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the Slaughter Artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
So, it was all a ruse? The real culprit made it look like the Hitman did it?
Stop. Stop, 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 stop! You useless garbage! To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my city! There is no real culprit! Dr. Wesker was killed by the Hitman!
Huh? What's going on? Who's the real culprit?
The real culprit. The real culprit is...
The time has finally come.
Oh my god.
It's time for you to acknowledge what you've known all along. If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter, exposing the chaos of the real world. Knowing this, will you still expose the truth? Then, show me your conviction.
The clues pointing to the identity of the Hitman's target. I know. I've known all along.
Now, expose the truth. Do it if you want to burn the world down.
Oh god. Defeat Yomi with the key. What? I don't know. It's either a photo or a missing file. I don't know. I'm gonna do this one.
The bloodstains photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman. That was the Hitman's target. The real culprit behind this case. The blood obscured the person's face. But I know who it is. It could only be one person. It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the Hitman's target. And who is it?
It's...
No. Stop! Don't you dare say another word! No one wants the truth!
That's it, Yomi?
I don't understand, but good luck, Master. I'm always by your side, haunting you.
Yomi? Is he telling Yumi Yako and a random hitman? Who's a true culprit? I'm going with... It has to be Yako. Oh my god. It is Chief Yako.
Huh?
There it is.
Yako.
here?
Chief Yako was the only person attacked by the Hitman in the lab. In other words, the Chief was the Hitman's target. But Chief Yako tried to hide that photo by tossing it behind the houseplant. He hid it knowing it'd be an important clue. And that's because the person in the photo is Chief Yako himself. It was given to the Hitman so he'd know his target, and the Chief tried to conceal it. Which means the blood covering the face on the photo was likely done on purpose.
Hold on, Master! Are you serious? You're really saying Fuzzhead is the culprit? Really? I don't buy it. You think he actually put together this elaborate murder? He's knocking on death's door just for this?
I don't want to believe it either, but there's no other way.
Don't forget this stuff!
Olivia, what the fuck? Why did Yako send a death threat? Anemic vampires going to throw questions at you back to back. Press the correct button when you think you got the correct answer. You're taking aim to avoid all assailing assaults. My god. Let's do it.
The phantom vanished. The truth has been mostly exposed, and the labyrinth cannot function much longer. Anything I do now might not matter, but I'll do it anyway. Because it's something I must do. While the Chief takes his final breaths.
Vivia.
Yuma. If Chief Yako is the culprit, then what about that death threat?
Wesker must pay for his sins with his life. My blade shall be his atonement.
Why would the Chief send it? If he was the killer?
Manipulation.
Answer me, Yuma.
Oh.
By sending that note, everyone would believe the doctor's life was in danger, which was necessary for this sequence of events to take place. All the master detectives headed to the secret lab because of that note. Chief Yako brought them here to take advantage of their abilities and murder the doctor.
Huh? Their abilities?
Yeah. With Desahiko going into the building, Fubuki's ability to rewind time. Can I save or no? It's not a savable moment or no? Can I save now? Okay. Continue a little bit longer.
But the death threat wasn't sent just to the detectives. The peacekeepers received it too. What was the point of that? Why put them on high alert? What is the truth behind it all?
Yeah, Desahiko.
The note was sent to the peacekeepers because they were also part of the plan. When the peacekeepers received the note, they dispatched a lot of their personnel to the scene. The master detectives were able to take advantage of the commotion to enter the facility. They did it by disguising themselves as peacekeepers.
It would be convenient to have a lot of peacekeepers around if you want to get into the lab disguised as one.
This is why the peacekeepers also received the death threat.
Hey, you still want to do this? It's not too late to give up.
I am well aware of the danger. I haven't gotten this much exercise in a long time.
Yeah.
But this is something I must do. I can't leave the Chief like this.
Vivia.
Let's continue, Yuma. So, everyone disguised themselves as peacekeepers and entered the lab. You were already at the lab, and that's where you met up with the chief, right?
Yes, but we decided to split up after the blackout occurred.
Right.
Wait! That blackout should have caused a commotion. If we leave now, the peacekeepers will see us. I knew it. This place is crawling with them.
What do we do?
I'll draw their attention to buy some time. In the meantime, you two hurry to that doctor.
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it, was that also the chief?
No, that's not it!
No? Okay. Wasn't Dr. Wesker?
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he...
Okay, so that's where this. So it wasn't Dr. Wesker, so I don't press any buttons.
No, that's not it!
No? Wait, did Vivian
The chief said he...
I feel like Vivian's the one who was part of it. So... wasn't him, wasn't Yakko.
No, that's not it!
Oh, it was Finkel Slaughterhouse, okay. I didn't realize that was gonna be an answer. Okay. Oh, that's right, but someone said it's all someone dark. Oh, Vivian loses.
The chief was with me in the security room at the time of the blackout. It's impossible for him to have caused it. So the only person it could be is the Hitman. It must have been part of the job. He instructed the Hitman to cause a blackout at a specific time.
But why?
It made us think the doctor was in danger, so we'd go check on him. We used Amapal and Fortes to get through the tight security system. Chief Yakko had it all planned out from the start. He used us to break through the security so he could kill the doctor.
So, Master using Amapal and the Sheltered Skank's time rewinding ability at the panel chamber?
Can I save now? I don't want this. No, can I save now? God bless it, dude. Come on.
That was all part of Fuzzhead's plan?
The only way to get past security was to use both Amapal and that Forte. The chief knew we'd figure that out.
I think it's more like... he trusted us. He trusted that we would arrive at that conclusion.
I'm counting on you both. See you later.
Trust? How could this be a trust thing? He was clearly taking advantage of you all. He gathered the master detectives using a fake death threat, then used their Fortes to commit murder. What a scumbag! He used you all to get away with murder! Out of all the criminals I've ever met, he's the worst coward of them all! Master, grab that coward and...
Enough! Why did it have to come to this? Chief Yakko saved me. He took me in. I had lost everything. Even my memories. Sure, he may have been a little pushy at times, but still. I really admired him. So, why? Why did you do it? Is this about the woman in the picture?
It's like his wife or girlfriend.
Chief, please tell me! Or
There's no point in asking. That's just a mystery phantom. It's not the real Fuzzhead. Master, watch out!
The phantoms are a reflection of the same people in the real world, right?
Means he's dead in real
Which
life.
means he should hold the same thoughts. The photo behind the houseplant. I don't know what the chief was hiding, but that photo must have been dropped by the hitman after he was done with it. The chief picked it up and used his own blood to obscure the face. He knew the truth would be exposed if that photo was found. So, he hid it behind the potted plant. He left his blood on it, almost like he wrote a dying message. But in truth, it was actually a secret he wanted to keep hidden.
Master, I think you know this, but to exit the mystery labyrinth, you will have to eliminate the culprit.
eliminate the chief?
Are you really going to do this? After all the mysteries are solved, the chief back in the real world will die. But you saw yourself, Yuma. The chief is already knocking on death's door. Will you still bury him in the name of truth?
He has to.
The chief took me in when I had no memories, or anyone to turn to. I trusted him from the bottom of my heart. Now, I have to end his life?
You know, I liked it, surprisingly. The little bit of peace and quiet I found at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Vivia, you knew the truth behind this case from the very beginning.
I had a hunch. Because of my spectral projection, I knew the chief had been planning something for quite some time.
Whoa.
But I pretended not to see. I admired him and the world he had made.
That's why you threatened me, and were so uncooperative in the investigation.
I knew you would reach the truth eventually, Yuma. But I tried my best to keep you away. Exposing the truth won't save anyone. Neither the chief, nor you.
Master, you've already come this far. You've got to finish this. What'll happen to the other Master Detectives if you die here? Didn't you say you wanted to expose the truth and save everyone?
Vivia, you told me that the time would come when I'd have to prove my conviction. The conviction to accept the truth, no matter how cruel it may be. Now is that time, isn't it?
Yes, and yet you intend to continue, if you're prepared for it.
Hey! You better not get in Master's way again!
Yuma, do you remember when the chief's soul called out to us?
Huh?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I always averted my eyes from the truth. For my own sake. My own peace and quiet. But I could never say with confidence that I was proud of myself. In the end, I was just running away from everything. That's why I entrust this to you, Yuma.
Entrust what?
You signed a pact with the Death God and your desire for the truth. I want to see your conviction. As long as you don't stray from exposing all truth, I believe you'll be able to face it, cruel as it may be. I want to see it through to the end. It's why I followed you here. In that sense, we're accomplices. If you must bring down the chief, then I will lend a hand. I won't avert my eyes any longer. I, too, want to live with my head held high, because I, too, am a detective.
Vivia.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I understand, Chief Yako. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Oh my god. Can't do this. Right into deduction denouement. Denouement. Okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm actually gonna call it quits for this point. I'm just gonna turn my Switch off in a different way and just leave it like that. I'm just gonna finish this on the next stream. I'm actually really sad at this one, so it's really sad. So hopefully, hope you guys did enjoy the stream, and hope you guys have a great rest of your nights. Peace.